Wow. Let's be real, the Galaxy Watch has a reputation for being inferior to the Apple Watch. Yet the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has quadrupled the battery life, a more durable titanium build, and tons of health features. More health features in fact than the Apple Watch. In this video we'll compare both these devices so you can understand the main differences between them. We're going to cover the price, the design, the display, the battery life, durability and health features. But first, let me give you my recommendation. Don't mix and match your smartwatch and your smartphone. If you try to use your Galaxy Watch with your iPhone, you're going to miss out on some key features like SMS, the email app, Siri, and much more. You'll have the best experience by choosing the smartwatch that's made for your phone. After all, most people choose their smartphone first before they choose their smartwatch, so you probably already own an Android or an iPhone, so you should go for the corresponding smartwatch for your phone. That said, let's see how these watches stack up against each other. Let's get right into it. The price is always an important factor, and in the UK, the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro starts at £394, and the larger Apple Watch Series 7 starts at £399. Once the Apple Watch Series 8 releases, we can expect the Series 7 to go on discount. But for now, the price difference is the cost of a cappuccino, so we'll score 1 point for Samsung and 1 point for Apple. The first thing you'll notice about these watches are their strikingly different designs. The Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has opted for the traditional circular face. This is what we're used to seeing with normal watches, and I think it's very aesthetic. The Watch 5 Pro also has a raised bezel to protect the screen. You'll notice there's two buttons on the side. One is a home button / a power button, and the other is a back button. On the other hand, Apple have stuck with their familiar rectangular design. There's also two buttons on the Apple Watch. One button over here is for multitasking. When you press that, you can see all the apps that you're multitasking with. The other is called the digital crown, and when you press it, you'll return to the lock screen, or you can use it to scroll up and down. In terms of size, the Watch 5 Pro comes in 45mm only, whereas the Series 7 comes in 41mm and 45mm. If you have a smaller wrist, this is an important factor to consider because a bigger watch might feel and look more bulky. In terms of weight, they're nearly identical with less than 2 grams between them. At the end of the day, the design comes down to personal preference, so I'm going to score 1 point for Samsung and 1 point for Apple again. A good display is a cornerstone of a smooth smartwatch experience, and thankfully, you don't have to compromise. The Galaxy Watch 5 Pro comes with a 1.4-inch display versus the Apple Watch Series 7, which comes with a 1.9-inch display. Here you can see how they look on my wrist. They're both gorgeous. I'm struggling to find any major differences between them. After all, they both have always-on displays, they have very similar pixel density and identical peak brightness of up to 1000 nits. On that front, for displays, again, it's 1 point for Samsung and 1 point for Apple. It really is neck and neck. Speaking of always-on displays, having a good battery to support it is always going to be important. Nobody wants to have to charge their watch frequently. Like, after all, a traditional watch you wouldn't charge it, so it would be nice that with your smartwatch you don't have to charge it either. Or at least charge it less often. The Galaxy Watch 5 Pro comes with a staggering 80-hour battery life versus the Apple Watch Series 7, which has a 16-hour battery life. In practice, you'd have to charge the Apple Watch every day. I've been using this for the last 2 years, and I have to charge this every day. Even though it comes with 10-watt wireless fast charging, so does the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. So on that front, it's a clear winner. Samsung wins, 1 point for Samsung. Where things get really interesting is in the build quality. Your smartwatch is different from your smartphone in that you're using it all the time. It's always on your wrist. That means it's prone to scrapes, dents, bumps, drops, falls, everything, especially if you're an active person. Because of that, durability is important. The Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is made from a lighter, more durable material called titanium, whereas the base model for the Apple Watch Series 7 is made from aluminium. And if you want to upgrade this to titanium, it's going to set you back £799. £799. However, it's worth noting that both of these smartwatches are coated in a finish which means that over time start to show scratches. Even though this one is made from titanium and this one's made from the less durable aluminium, they will both look scratched up over time. Both of these watches are dust resistant and IP68 water resistant, and that means it will survive at depths of up to 50 meters. For the purpose of this video, because we're comparing the base model Apple Watch against the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, and this is made from titanium, whereas this is made from aluminium, we're going to score 1 point for Samsung. The best smartwatches also double up as fitness trackers, so it's worth considering which one has the best health features. All I can say is that smartwatches these days have a standard set of health features that most of them can do. A few of them have a few special extra features, and in this case, it's the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro that has those few extra features. What can this do that this can't do? This can measure body fat, BMI, and other body composition measurements. It can do blood pressure readings, it can track your snoring in the sleep app. It can also do turn-by-turn hiking and cycling directions, plus there's an app on here called TrackBack. TrackBack is a route tracking tool which will take you back the way you came by foot or cycling. So you could go out exploring in a forest or in a different country. Once you finish exploring, TrackBack will take you back to where you started. I'm afraid Apple has some serious catching up to do. There are a lot of features on this watch that aren't on this watch, and that's why I would say that this watch wins on the health features front. At the start of this video, I said that my recommendation is to go with a watch that matches your phone, and that still holds. If, however, you can choose between them, maybe this will help you decide. If you're someone who leads an active lifestyle and would benefit from having a better health tracker, the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is the way to go. It has quadrupled the battery life, the more durable titanium build, and tons of health features. But if you're someone who likes to be productive, connected, and you're deeply embedded in the Apple ecosystem, then the Apple Watch is a no-brainer. The software experience is super smooth. There are some features on here that you don't get on a Galaxy Watch, such as the ability to unlock your iPhone or Mac from your Apple Watch. Plus, it looks and feels very premium. If you enjoyed this video, you should check out my other videos on smartwatches.